I want to unpack a lot of what you said right there, because I think it's important, especially if people are in the early parts of thinking about a career. I think so much of not maybe our generation, but the generation below us and like the millennials of, if you want to put a label on millennials, those darn millennials. Now we sound like old people, but what I mean is that, I guess my parents and probably your parents, go to college and everything will be okay.
Yes.
Just doesn't matter what you go for, go get a degree. And that's the path out, and you're always guaranteed a job if you go to college. And I think nowadays with the internet and with, the type of job economy, that's not always necessarily the right move, is to go to school. You can go to school and get a worthless degree, or not. I shouldn't say worthless, because I don't think the effort in the schooling is a waste, but the job opportunities for like an art history major or something aren't as vast or as great as they were 30, 40 years ago because of the pool of applicants. I think you searching out what you love to do, thinking you had a plan in mind, right? You're going to go in and be a therapist and charge for it with that. And, but it kept coming back to your love of peer support and how much it had helped you. And I think that's a really great point to make, is that like, not only you listen to your heart as well as like the opportunities available to you, and I think that's a mix of, and I think it's a good lesson to learn is, be a little bit more like water and less like ice,
Yes.
Yeah.
That it's okay to change
midstream.
Yeah. Course correction. And
I mean, I did the same thing. I thought I was going to be an engineer, and then I could play Tetris on my TI-85 calculator. So I'm out. Plus I had much too much fun in college the first time. But then I worked like weird oddball jobs.
Sure.
Like I worked in the pizza industry for like in the food industry since I was like 15 until I was probably like 25, just as like a side gig. And then I worked in construction for another 10 years, and I always thought like, oh man, I'm really screwing the pooch on this one. Like I should have been an engineer or whatever. But the experience that I got in those job fields is immeasurable.
Right.
Those years that I spent, like in a restaurant industry, you're talking about learning an industry that has razor thin margins, stuff that spoils, your product spoils. So be able to run a successful restaurant business, not that I ran it, but I was a part of running successful. That's like, you're what, 1% make it or something like that. So that business experience was invaluable, the construction. And I think just like your experience going back to MHAO, all that stuff that happened in the background of your life was experienced to be able to share that now as a peer support person, or pass that on to the people that you help, so.
And you make a good point, because now what has also happened with the growth of MHAO has been opportunities for staff to grow and have their professional development happen in-house. And, there's folks that are interested in and have that skill set for management. And we have those opportunities now, or training facilitation. And so people are starting to see, because that's the one thing we discover in recovery is, like you said, maybe we've got all these histories and some jobs and careers in the past that are useful knowledge and experience, but what is our passion today? And it's a journey of discovery. So